Hello everybody and welcome back to Conversation With. I know it has been a minute. I hope you had an amazing 2019 Eve Christmas. I hope you had an amazing 2019 New Year's Eve celebration, and I also hope that God blesses you for the rest of 2020. Sorry man, I'm a little bit rusty and it's been a long time, it's been a minute, but hey, I'm back. Let's just jump straight into it, okay? So today I just wanted to talk to you guys about a simple thing, all right? I believe that a lot of us Christians out here, we can do more for God, okay? And I believe that we can do more than we claim to do, but the way that we see ourselves, the way that I guess the way that we compose ourselves hinders what God can do with us, okay? Now, I'm not saying what God can do for us, because God can do whatever he wants to do for us, okay? But what God can do with us can sometimes get hindered because of the way we view ourselves, all right? So, and I got that revelation by reading the book of Gideon, okay? So, Gideon is on Judges, let me find it, Judges 6 verse 11. Yes, the book of Gideon starts on Judges 6 verse 11. If you guys want to read it, I suggest you do. It's a very great story. You know, he has given me a lot of revelation on how God can use you, but he also given me personally a revelation on how my trust personally in God will hinder what I will like be more likely to do for God. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, so let's take it for example, right? Like the way we view ourselves is very important. I mean, God went up to Gideon and he said to Gideon, Gideon, you're a mighty warrior, right? Gideon, you're a mighty warrior. You're gonna accomplish great things. You know, God has plans for you. But then Gideon doesn't have that same reflection of himself. You know, and because of that, that kind of thing, Gideon goes off. And first thing he does, which I thought was wise, okay, I personally thought was wise, he decided to test the angel that God sent. Okay, he told the angel to wait here and come back. And then if you are who you are, then you're going to accept my offerings, which is good, okay? Because God said test every spirit. So, you know, God is not gonna punish you for if you don't know that it is God. But if you know it's God and you're trying to test God, then like, you know, duck down, because you know lightning and thunders are coming for you. Okay, but if you don't know, like, test every spirit. But then the stories we see after that is kind of like a cowardly hero, you know, because God tells Gideon to go destroy the statues of Baal. If you know what history is, Baal is one of those paganist god that the people of Israel used to worship back in those days, you know. And Baal used to be the god that people used to sacrifice their children to historically, you know. So God goes to Gideon and says, Gideon, go destroy the statue of Baal. You know, the statue that tells people that it's okay for you to like burn your child as an offering and stuff like that. And you know, a lot of us, you know, like we're sitting in our comfortable chairs in our living room, we say, yes man, God tells me to do that. I would just run. I would be like, burn you, Bow. I would get like a baseball bat. I would get like a rock. I would get a rope. I would be pulling, throwing, smashing, everything, you know. But then if we put ourselves in our real shoes, you know, the amount of time God has told us to go do stuff, and then because we're afraid of how people will judge us, and we're afraid of how people will start looking at us, you know, we decide to pull a Gideon, okay, and then we decide to do stuff in the dark. And because we do stuff in the dark, the glory of God, you know, like, gets diminished a little bit. You know, because I promise you, something great would have happened if Gideon had just walked out there and just done what God had told him to do. You know, kind of like something great happened when God told Moses to go to, what's his name? I forgot his name, but the king of Egypt. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, when God told him to go to him and then go there and tell my people to go, like go there and tell the Pharaoh, let my people go, you know. Moses went and he done it just as God commanded. But Gideon kind of, because of the way he views himself, he kind of backed away from it, and he done it at night. Another story in the story of Gideon is Gideon had been defeating a lot, like had already defeated a few armies with like, I think it was 300 people. But before or after that, I can't remember it properly. God told Gideon that, hey, listen, I've got this camp there. Like I'm here with you, and I'm gonna help you destroy it. You know, but you can also go over there and check it for yourself. You know, if you don't trust in me. And I think that was a great opportunity that God had given Gideon to, you know, to say, you know what, God, I trust you and I trust in what you say about me. You say I'm a mighty warrior. I believe that, and you are the God of my forefathers. So, and then they tell me you're great, so I believe them too. Let's go. I will go with you in faith, and I will personally have a revelation of how great you are. But because we're sometimes afraid of other people more than we are afraid of God, again, we lack this opportunity for God to show us greatness. So basically, what I wanted to say is that the way we view ourselves, right, is kind of a reflection of how we see God. Especially when God tells us to do stuff for him. Okay, because if we trust God and if we believe in God, when he tells us to do something, I'm not just talking about you guys, I'm talking about me too. Okay, if when he tells us to do all this stuff, okay, we should go out and do it straight away, right? So like 2020 is here. Okay, this is the first message I want you to receive in 2020. Okay, God wants you to change your ways. God wants you to believe in him and believe in yourself too. Okay, God has a lot of things for you to do, an abundance of blessings he can give to others through you, and the way you view yourself will determine whether you and God's relationship gets stronger, and it also will determine whether other people's relationships as well will get stronger. So for the rest of 2020, please, I beg everybody, let's try to see ourselves the way God sees us, which is mighty warriors, which are soul winners. You get what I'm saying? That's it, man. That's the message. That's the first message of 2020, man. Let's just look at ourselves differently. And by the grace of God, we can do many mighty things in his name. That's it. This has been Conversation With. I hope you like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Hey, if you guys remember the name of that Pharaoh king, comment down below, because this is shambles, man. I'm not even gonna lie. Anyways, thank you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope I see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.